Don Johnson. Bringing the casino to its knees. Before we begin this video, I would like to invite you to our site, casinoglow.com, and especially to our new page dedicated to the newest and hottest casino games today and why you should play them. See the links to those pages in the description section below this video. On our site, we offer you amazing bonuses and promotions waiting just for you. From no deposit bonuses to free cash, welcome bonuses, and much more. If you enjoy our video, please like it and subscribe to support our channel, and hit the bell icon to get notified when we upload new videos to the channel. Enjoy the video. Don Johnson, born 1962, is a professional blackjack hustler and former corporate executive who beat Atlantic City casinos for over $15 million during a 6-month period in 2011. In this video, we share with you the time when Johnson brought a well-known casino to its knees, to the point that it had to ask him to stop playing. Let's begin. This incredible story begins with a blackjack session that took place in the fall of 2010 at 8 p.m. Johnson was already known to casinos and so had already been barred from playing blackjack at Trump Taj Mahal Casino after taking home roughly $220,000. He had the money from the Taj Casino in the form of a check, and decided to call Caesars, who told him to come over with the check. Caesars Casino promised to work something out for Johnson in terms of cashing it. And so, Johnson sat down at a Caesars blackjack table and soon had a stack of high-denomination chips in front of him, just as he likes it. Johnson had shown up at the casino with 2 guys in tow and a pair of hot-looking girls. Cards were dealt. Drinks flowed, and Johnson appeared to be at his best. Things got hopping enough that the pit boss failed to recognize Johnson was counting cards, with the guy next to him catching glimpses of the dealer's whole cards and another collaborator sequencing the deck, telling Johnson when strong cards would be coming his way. The girls didn't only serve as distractions, but also made small bets and basically eliminated cards when the count got bad. Johnson recalls that he didn't tell the girls what was going on, only gave them money to play with and instructed them to jump in when they wanted to burn up cards and to jump out when Johnson wanted to get those cards. It was a perfect night, as Johnson was betting up to 3 hands of $25,000. Within 2.5 hours, he was up $1.5 million. Johnson knows what it looks like when the house becomes unhappy with how much money a player is winning, and by 10:30, he started hearing phones ringing and sulks of consternation in the pit. Johnson decided to slow things down and the whole crew went for dinner, ordering all kinds of steak and lobster with bottles of wine. The bill amounted to $4,000, which Caesars Casino paid for. At around 12:30 a.m., Johnson returned to the blackjack table, and his crowd had increased dramatically. He and his crew had stopped at the nightclub and then everyone continued to the casino along with more women. At the table it became even trickier for the casino to figure out what was going on. There was a lot of alcohol consumption, including bottles of fancy French wine, shots of cognac, and champagne. Over the next 7 hours, Johnson played wonderfully and won $4.23 million, before management refused to risk more of the casino's money. It was, at the time, the most that Johnson had ever won in a single session of blackjack. Luckily for Johnson, the top executives of the casino were at a conference in London. They were always informed that Johnson was ahead by 2 and later by 4, and the executives allowed him to keep playing. Why is that important? The president thought it meant that Johnson is ahead by $200,000 and $400,000, not $2 million and $4 million, which was the real case. What Johnson actually did here, was capitalizing on the greed of Atlantic City casinos and the collective belief that he was just another high-rolling sucker. According to Johnson, usually the moment of the back-off comes when a casino employee walks over, taps you on the shoulder or confronts you face-to-face and says, "Sir, we appreciate your business. But your blackjack action is a little strong. We will have to ask you stop playing blackjack here, but you are welcome to play any other game in the casino." Usually, in order not to get sued, casino personnel avoid from getting physical with card counters or other advantaged players. Other times, however, they simply can't help themselves, like in the case of a New Jersey barber by the name of Tomko. He had just finished card counting at Hard Rock in Las Vegas when a clutch of security guards surrounded him, handcuffed him and took him into a back room. Johnson's blackjack rampage continued when a couple of months after the Caesars smash, he overheard the host offering a deal for players that seemed too good to be true: optimal rules, limits of up to $100,000 per hand, $50,000 just for walking in, and a 20% refund on all losses up to $500,000. Johnson may look like someone you can easily underestimate, but as a matter of fact, he's extremely sharp. He grew up around horse racing, trained to be a world-class jockey, wound up a track executive, and went on to make a fortune running horse racing syndicates that win money by using modeling software to predict the outcomes of races. Johnson knew that with this great deal, the refund was key. If he lost $500,000, he would stop playing for that day and get back $100,000 of his losses. If he won, then he would have won big. Johnson also started working with a guy who had a software that led to the perfection of a playing style that offered substantial advantages when conditions were right. That guy, who goes by the name of Andy, kept track of everything they did to achieve an advantage. That meant ticking off counting, sequencing, hole carding, and directing the ladies to use cards he didn't want during the count. Eating. He would signal Johnson on what to do, and basically tried to get him a better than average hand or steer bust cards to the dealer. With time, Johnson developed a reputation as a big partier. And so, casino hosts in Vegas and beyond comped Johnson major suites and put up with all kinds of aberrant behavior. There were massive and massively expensive dinners, private jets, free bottles of luxury booze, limos, and fight tickets. Greedy for all of it, Johnson perfectly played the part of the arrogant buller. Johnson, Andy, and others who assisted them didn't just bring down the house. They burned down the house. Unlike career card counters, Johnson was not playing for longevity. He was playing to win as much money as possible for as long as it lasted, and he pressed every edge. One time, they played at a casino after partying the night before. The entire crew looked out of focus, tired, and as if they haven't shaved in a month. But that was the whole idea. There were a lot of eyes on them in the casino. The phones kept ringing. There were two shift managers. Guys were counting down chips to calculate the damage they were doing. But the casino could stand only so much, and Johnson acknowledged that he might have pushed them too far. On their fifth trip to the casino, the state police were waiting for the crew, threatening to arrest Johnson. Although Johnson did nothing illegal and protested, the cop was taking out his handcuffs, and the club owner told Johnson that they will arrest him. At that moment, Johnson had to leave. After 3 or 4 years of Johnson brutalizing casinos, managers and executives had gotten wise to him and his seemingly hard-partying entourage. However, Johnson did not slow down and became more aggressive and less cautious. He wanted to ride it out until it finished. These days Johnson is a marked man in casinos. Playing is tricky, but he still gets in some hours. However, it's rarely with the kinds of rules and conditions that made this run so exquisite and so profitable. Ironically, some of the casinos that backed off Johnson still have no idea exactly what he did to win. Johnson realized now that he won't be back with a new scheme for burning down the house. Guess it's time to enjoy online blackjack. Thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed this video, and if so, please like it and subscribe. Also, reminding you to visit our site to claim great bonuses, take advantage of our promotions, and check out the hottest and best casino games today waiting just for you. Enjoy and have an amazing day.